Hello, this is Iron Bill back again with another video, and tonight I thought I would discuss my plans for the raid tomorrow. I am putting together a fire team for the reset raid at Crota's End for my clan, Too Old to Grind, and I have two setups that I have in mind, and I thought I would share those. Oh, I need to get rid of some of this stuff. I thought I would share those with you right now. Typically, I wind up being a support player. Being older, I'm not going to be the highest DPS person just because I'm just not. It's just how it is. But I can get in and help the rest of the team. And obviously, we need a well lock. Now, before I go into the actual build and stuff, I want to preview some of the weapons that I'm planning to bring along. Now, if you're familiar with Crota's End, you know that you have the long walk before you get to the bridge, the first bridge, and you have to hold a plate. Endless spawning thrall. There will be knights, and I'm sure we'll have some shielded champions along the way. Um, so I'm starting off with an Imperial Decree for the good stopping power. It has auto-loading holster and snapshot sights, and I want to go that way so that it's ready to go every time I pull it out. It's just ready to go. As long as I have ammo, ready to go. Sunshot. Now, since I'm solar, I want to build into that. And I want to build into the idea of possibly getting radiant, and the explosives here will, of course, have the same effect as well, it'll cause everything to burn. And this should be a good add clear weapon. And I put some loaders on, so it does load pretty fast. I've tested it. Then finally for DPS, I have the Apex Predator. This one has a tracking module, and it's not stat-wise a very good rocket. But and this is one of the reasons I don't do great DPS, because in a situation where you have to use rockets, I always miss. So I lean towards the ones that have tracking modules in it. Now, you can build this with, and I might build it again. I don't know. I still have the possibility. It's level 16 now, and I just never did go back and do it. I might go back in and maybe put a bait and switch in there, enhanced, or I don't know. I'll think about it. Crota moves around quite a bit, and if I have to drop him down the road, then I'm a little bit worried. Now, if the rocket thing doesn't work out for me, I do have other options. I brought the tractor cannon, I brought Galahorn, I brought Sleeper Stimulant, I brought Eyes of Tomorrow, which is also solar, and that does have tracking built into it, and stat-wise probably a little bit better off. Unwavering Duty, if I want to go LMG, it's solar, and of course Lament. Now that's not going to help with dropping Crota at all, but in some other situations it might be okay. I could think about the bridge encounter where we have to clear the ads after we've crossed over. That might be just a great thing to have. So also the energy weapons that I'm going to bring for the solar, the Amit with incandescent. I've got Callus Mini Tool with incandescent. I've got Vex Mythoclast, should do pretty well. That's for the solar side. Oh, and the Trustee also with reconstruction and redirection if I need a little range and I want it to be solar. So I'm building into the solar idea on this one. Now, in terms of the build itself, okay, obviously going to be Well of Radiance. A lot of the builds say use the Phoenix Dive. I don't buy that, because I want to be able to have a place for other players to get into and hold. Especially like if we're at the lamp, I want to be able to drop a well, and we'd be able to stay at the well for a bit. Strafe Glide, Incinerator Snap, and Solar Grenade. These are the only ways to go, in my opinion. Now I'm going to use Heat Rises, just because there isn't a better option. I can throw grenades while fire weapons and throw grenades while firing. This may get me above the enemies long enough to clear some space for me to land. I mean, they're situational, but it's possible. The other one is Touch of Flame. Your healing, solar, firebolt, and fusion grenades have enhanced functionality. And the one I'm using, fusion, I think, increases target, or excuse me, explodes twice. Now, I may have to change this. Now that I think about it, I might go with something that has a, yeah, okay, fusion grenade, for instance, has a shorter cooldown. It's something I'll have to think about. I could change. Um, the fragments, Ember of Resolve, Solar Grenade Final Blows cure you, and Ember of Singeing, your class ability recharges faster when you scorch targets. All the incandescent. Let's see, solar weapons or ability final blows extend the duration of restoration and radiant effects applied to you. And then finally, powered melee attacks against combatants make you and nearby allies radiant. So basically, if I snap on enemies, then I should be radiant. And then I can whip out the Omit, I can whip out the Sunshot, whatever, and go to town because I'll have a damage buff for a period of time. And with luck, I can keep reapplying that. Again, I'm going to have to decide which grenade to go with. I'll talk to my clanmates about that one. I'm not real sure which way I want to go on that. Okay, so that's probably what I would do to start out, and we'll see how it goes. I also don't know the mix of my group yet. I don't know what they'll decide to do, what weapons they'll bring, and what their plans are. I know we have a couple of warlocks, but that doesn't mean that they're, you know how it goes. Somebody has to be the Wellock. Optimally, you would have two on a fire team, especially on contest mode. But no one wants to do it, so I'm the guy that'll say yes, so I'll be the guy. Now, in the event that we have a bunch of warlocks and that we actually need offense, I can switch up the build and I can take advantage of the new gauntlets. These are the Briarbinds. I don't think these are disabled. I do know, however, by the way, the Weave Walk is disabled for the raid, as is the new Titan strand aspect. It is also disabled for the raid. All right, so a little bit different look on this one. This is more offensive. Of course, Nova Bomb Cataclysm, Healing Rift again, same reason as before. Pocket Singularity, launch an unstable ball of void energy that detonates when it's near a target. There's nothing else you can do, so that's what I'll do. And then Vortex Grenade. It's far and above the way to go on that particular one. Aspects, Feed the Void, the hunger which derives from, defeat a target with a void ability to activate Devour. While Devour is active, final blows restore health and extend Devour. So you really build into Devour with this. And then Child of the Old Gods, cast your Rift to create a Void Soul. When you damage a target with the weapon, your Void Soul flies to them and drains them. Now the new Gauntlets pairs with this because you can go retrieve this orb after it's done its job, and then you can have it ready for the next location. You just drop it again. So pretty cool concept. Neat armor crafting on that one. Okay, Echo of Dilation. Well, this is just okay. I did it mostly for the stats that it brings. Echo of Leeching. Melee final blows start health regeneration for you and nearby allies. There will be a lot of melees in this, especially early on. Echo of Instability, defeating targets with grenades grants volatile rounds. This is really important because I'll be tossing grenades and using void weapons. And then finally, Echo of Persistence, void buffs applied to invisibility, overshield, and Devour have increased duration. I really want that Devour to stay up. So if I get into the play loop where I'm getting kills, I get a grenade kill or I get a melee kill. If I get a melee kill, I've got Devour. And no matter how I get kills after that, it resets the timer. And the timer right now lasts for like 15 seconds. It's not bad. So as ad dense as that first area is especially, it should be no problem keeping Devour up so long as I can kill things. Now, along with that, let's look at the armor a little bit. I'm using Void Siphon and Strand Siphon, which means that I will get orbs. Rapid Void Final Weapon Blows will create an Orb of Power. Same thing for Strand. So I'm using the Harmonic Siphon on that, and I'm using these two guns. Now, the Rufus's Fury has Reconstruction and Target Lock. Target Lock means the longer the gun is firing on a target, the stronger it gets. And so it has a very large clip. It can go for 108 rounds. Target Lock is the perfect thing to pair with that. and it is just a terrific combination. So really happy to have that. And the title. And the reason I'm going with this over others is because it has repulsor brace and it has pretty good range. Its stability is a little bit wild, but it won't matter because I'm on PC and everything's going to be right in our face anyway. Add to that commemoration. I wish I had reconstruction, but I can't craft this. I never have gotten the patterns for it. It's just my RNG luck. It's the way it goes. So I'm really invested in Strand and Void here. The rest of my mods that I applied, time dilation, your decaying armor charge has a longer duration. Reaper, after using your class ability, your next weapon, Final Blows, spawns an orb of power. So lots of orbs, hopefully. Void Weapon Surge, your Void Weapons gain a small bonus to damage while you have an armor charge, any armor charge. Hopefully I'm getting some. Insulation reduces your class ability cooltimes each time you pick up an orb of power. So then of course Arc and Void Resistance, Concussive Dampener. Here I haven't, I'm a little bit low on resources, so I didn't want to take this all the way out just yet because it would cost me 3 Ascendant Shards, but I got enough to put Bolstering Detonation in twice. Grants class ability energy when you cause damage with a grenade, which I'm going to be doing a lot. I really want to double down on that. And Fastball, so I can throw that grenade far. Finally, Ashes to Assets, very important in a grenade build. Gain bonus super energy on a grenade kills. Multiple copies of this mod. Well, we're not going to worry about that. And Void Strand Dual Siphon, which I've already spoken about. So that's kind of in a nutshell. I didn't go over the mods for the solar though, did I? So I better look at that. I'm sure you want to know. Heavy ammo finder, ashes to assets. You know, in a way, this is also a grenade build too, and that's why I'm using the Sunbracers. Firepower, bolstering detonation, fastball. Similar setup. I didn't use concussive on this one. I may change that, and we'll see how it goes. Solar weapon surge. We're just building into the solar. And then finally Outreach and Powerful Attraction and Time Dilation. Time Dilation, as you know, extends the decaying armor charge. And then Powerful Attraction automatically collects nearby orbs of power when you activate your class ability. So like, if I throw down a well, anything that's near me, boom, it's going to come to me. Finally, Outreach. Reduces melee cooldown when using your class ability. Alright, so that's a lot going on. I don't foresee going to any other loadout at this point in time. It's going to be this or that. It's going to be a tough go. Contest mode, I think we're set at 1790 and the enemy started at 1820. I mean, it's going to be a tough go of it, and we won't get it done. I know that. But maybe we'll get an encounter done. Maybe we'll get to the bridge. Maybe we'll pull it off. Who knows? And, you know, we'll learn something along the way. I'm also curious whether or not the hidden chests are here like they were in the original D1 raid. There were a lot of chests littered about the early labyrinth, and we'll just have to check it out. We'll see what happens. And I'm excited about the weapons that are coming back. Fangavir Ute was my sweetheart back in D1, and I'm a scout guy, and it's one of the guns that got me going that way. So maybe we'll get a Fang, you know. And Necrochasm, there's a quest for that. I don't know when that starts, but apparently there are things that you have to do in the raid to acquire it. At least it's not RNG, because I got to tell you, if it was another RNG exotic weapon, I wouldn't even bother. I mean, it just, I wouldn't go for it. Just, I'm not going for any raid exotics anymore. It's just not worth my time. So I just get frustrated. All right, so with that said, I think that's about it for tonight, and looking forward to tomorrow. I had some thoughts about live streaming it, but performance wise, I don't know that my PC can handle that, so I probably won't do that. Also, there's a lag in it, and if people start trying to chat and you know, it creates more problems than it's worth, I think. So I'll try to post some video here and there when there are good moments. And other than that, if you're trying the raid tomorrow, I wish you good luck, and hopefully you get your clear in the first 24 hours. If not, in the first 48, get your emblem and get all the goodies that go along with it. At least, you know, have fun, whatever happens. So With that said, this is Iron Bill thanking you for watching and signing out.